Just below the surface is a major fraud happening all across the country. Foreclosing banksters count on us not knowing anything about how banking works in America. As a result of us not knowing, all types of criminal activity continues. We must become vigilant like the dog at the water's edge. He constantly looks to the left and right while drinking, just in case someone's trying to pull a fast one. So here at Foreclosure Forensics, we examine the physical foreclosure-related documents, the complaint to foreclose, the affidavits, promissory notes, etc. And then as consultants, we generate new questions and support the defense litigation. During that process, you stay in your house. You remain in your home while this examination and litigation is going on. For this, we're paid a monthly fee and a percentage of all benefits passed on to the homeowner as a result of our works. Without seeing the details of foreclosure action filed in your case, we can't really tell you anything that's going to help you because we do research. That's it. We don't practice the law. We're not licensed as lawyers to practice the law. To do so would be the unlicensed practice of law, which is a third-degree felony, and we're certainly not interested in stepping over the line. So, provide the complaint and a basic history of what has happened, and we'll take a look. You're taking a stance and moving against banksters and their foreclosure scheme is a bold step. Few take this course of action, and even fewer have the knowledge of the banking system to detect who, what, when, where, or how the fraud is taking place during and after the mortgage loan closing, loan assignments from bank to bank, or during the foreclosure process. There are a few easy items to check to detect early signs of wrongful foreclosure and acts of fraud. Does the name of the foreclosing bank match the name of the originating bank? If not, how could the foreclosing bank have standing in court to take your home? Unless the banksters can prove the chain of ownership, they do not have the right to file a complaint or an action in the court against you. That would be filing a false claim. A false claim under Title 18 is a third-degree felony. It is punishable by 5 years imprisonment and up to a $500,000 fine. Did you sign more than one promissory note? If not, how is it that your promissory note is on the books of multiple banks at the same time? Where's the original note? How much is the original promissory note deposit amount? Your original promissory note that you signed at the closing and gave to the bank was deposited, just like a paycheck, just like cash. When the bank deposited your original promissory note, did they inform you of the amount, the facts, the details of your deposited promissory note? No? Why not? The answer is because they knew you didn't have a clue about the use or value of the promissory note at the time of closing. And the banksters knew you had no knowledge of what transpired with the promissory note, the use of your promissory note, or the loan process once your loan was accepted. Let me repeat that. You had no idea what was taking place during the closing transaction, how your promissory note was being used, being deposited, monetized, creating funds out of thin air. You had no idea what was happening or that your loan was accepted. More on that in a moment. We start with an example of $400,000. That's a nice round number for homes in America, $400,000. So now there's $400,000 coming into the bank in the form of a promissory note and $400,000 going out in the form of a so-called loan. All done with a stroke of a pen and a little magic dust from the Federal Reserve Bank system. The magic dust puts you to sleep. That's why your senses weren't working during the loan closing process. Your eyes were blinded to what was happening right in front of you. Don't feel bad about this. All homeowners have traveled to see the wizard at some point in our lives. For most of us, our home is our largest investment, and we don't ask a single question at closing. We question the used car salesman, auto mechanic, and telephone company more than we do the banksters. Who loaned what to whom is the question we should be asking. When you applied, did the bank approve your loan? Yes. Banksters don't take in loans from just anybody. You must apply to the banksters in order to loan them the use of your promissory note. You loan the banksters the use of your promissory note. We suggest you say this to yourself loud 10 times. Just get up and walk around the house. Scream it to the rafters 10 times. You loan the bank the promissory note. Say this 10 times. I loan the banksters the use of my promissory note. Then after you paid all the costs related to the closing and the use of your promissory note, which banksters make millions on, we pay the banksters every month for 30 years. Repeat, the banksters have used our promissory notes to make millions. and they've loaned us the value of our promissory note having been deposited. Then we labor to pay them every month, oftentimes for the rest of our lives. So congratulations, your loan has been approved. Then magic dust is used to trick you into saying they made you a loan. See it for yourself. Go take your promissory note out, sit and examine it. It says in line 1 on the promissory note, in return for a loan I have received, I promise to pay X amount of dollars to ABC Bank. Banksters don't do loans for just anybody. You have to apply. Your loan had to be accepted. You applied for a loan, your loan was approved. You applied for a loan, your loan was accepted. Well, think about this. Your loan was approved and accepted. Say this 10 times. I loaned the bank the use of my promissory note. The first deception is clearly stated in your promissory note as item number 1. In return for a loan I have received, I promise to pay X. Look for it on your promissory note. It's the opening line. The banksters never say or state anywhere in the promissory note or in the mortgage that they loaned you anything. You said it. We all said it. Because we were so mesmerized by what the bank was going to do for us. Because of the wonderful things he does. Because he was about to make us a homeowner. At Foreclosure Forensics, we don't require a contract until you understand what's happening and are ready for our services. Our contract calls for a sliding fee monthly payment. We are not collecting your mortgage money. This is a consulting fee for our services to perform the examination of all the documents, generating new information from the responses we receive from those we've been in contact with. And we support your litigation. So as you're moving forward with your selected attorney, which we work with on a daily basis, as the litigation continues, you remain in your home. The monthly consulting fee is equal to half of your previous monthly housing expense. If there's no benefit beyond keeping you in your home, you owe Foreclosure Forensics nothing. Your contracted monthly payments end at settlement and payment of our portion of the benefit. And finally, contact foreclosureforensics.com for further information. And we'll be happy to work with you to help save our homes and to stop these banksters from foreclosing. Thank you.